Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of So Fired. I'm Chelsea Toronto.
And I'm Dr. Lindsay Regier.
And welcome. Each week on So Fired, we take life's shitty things and turn them into pretty things.
And we share all of our honest opinions on everything that is irking us every single week.
Honestly.
And this week, we are going to recap Love is Blind so far. Oh, God, you got to watch it. And then also, would you ever buy a used Kim Kardashian purse? And who the fuck did I marry?
Some of the things I'd like to touch on today, Lindsay, a little departure from what we normally do. I took some time. I want to talk about Club Pillar.
Okay.
I want to talk about Emma Stone, the big dog companionship. I've got so many things I too would like to.
Okay.
Chelsea came prepared.
Chelsea came with some topics.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, great. But before we do, Lindsay, what's your So Fired of the week?
All right, this is a little twisted.
All right, Barbie Disney princess, what's going on?
So yesterday at work, I did something that I literally never do. I ate a pizza. I ate a pizza and I ate it in public. A whole barbecue chicken pizza.
How did you feel?
I was like hiding myself to make sure no one saw me eating a whole pizza. And I'm like, this cannot go down on record as
the first thing you've been caught eating.
Yeah, I've never been caught eating. I've been there a month and no one has seen me eat a thing.
That's great. Just keep eating in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You don't want to let that go.
I know.
Because you can never get it back. That's another differentiator. Not drinking.
Yeah.
Huge differentiator. What's another one?
You know what the thing is? People who don't drink coffee, tea drinkers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't love them. And you say stupid shit like that, too. So you should definitely keep eating in the bathroom if you want people to think you're better than them.
I've just been saying crack down on coffee the whole time I'm there. Like, they've only seen me drink coffee.
It's great.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
But
so this is what happened.
First of all, how did you decide on eating a pizza?
Okay, because this barbecue chicken pizza, everyone has been trying it. Everyone has been like, oh my God, it's amazing. Literally, I haven't talked to a single person who hasn't eaten it. They're like, you have to try it. It's so good.
So did you find yourself doing it just out of peer pressure?
Yeah, and I was curious. I was like, I want to see what all the hype is about.
I'm carb-curious.
Yeah. It's a good one.
It felt good.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be exciting to say.
So I was carb-curious yesterday.
We're going to be saying that more in the future, aren't we? No, that was a good one. And the show is over.
So I eat this pizza, whatever, it's fine. I am sick as fuck this morning from eating that pizza. Like, it did not agree with my body.
How so?
I had a really bad stomach ache. I felt like I was going to like throw up. And that's the only weird thing I've eaten in a very long time. Because when do I ever eat?
Yeah, the cauliflower didn't agree with you.
No, did not like it. So,
but your stomach wasn't upset yesterday?
No, it kind of was like a slow burn. Actually, I felt a little bit sick after I ate it yesterday. It just continued to make me feel more unwell. So fired. I am now
an eater.
And now I'm even back to shaming myself to not eating in public again. And I will not be peer pressured into being carb curious and eating a pizza. So I'm back to my eating disorder ways, and I'm very happy about that.
I like that you were honest with me last night when you were telling me the story. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you mean, did you eat it like full frontal? Like at the main table by yourself? Well, you're like, no. I was like looking at the wall.
Yeah, I had my back turned to everyone. I took like 2 hours to eat this thing.
But you ate the whole thing.
I ate the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, never again.
Next thing you know.
No, Chelsea keeps on like shaming me. First, she's like, I hate your job. And then she's like trying to make me turn into a boxed wine drinker, miserable person. I'm like, I am not turning into that because
you just ate a fucking pizza at work yesterday. If that's not the suburbs, I don't know what is. In my wildest dreams, I wouldn't eat a pizza in public. I'll eat it in the car like a savage. I mean, and I've got like eating things. I wouldn't say but like hang-ups. But you will never catch me eating pizza in public. Oh, no.
I have seen you eat a piece of pizza at Pino's.
With people.
Yeah.
Not by myself. Why don't I just get a plate of nachos?
Damn, I wish I did have nachos.
Or French fries.
Or French fries, yeah. No, I can't be eating like that.
All right, I'm going to get to my So Fired and see. Yesterday I went skiing, and I'm a bar down kind of gal. That's when the ski chairlift is going up and there is that safety bar. A lot of people choose not to use it, but I'm afraid of heights, so I always say bar down. This guy looked, I was starting to size up people in the line as you approach the chairlift.
Mhm.
And then I was like, this guy doesn't look very friendly. And I'm going to say bar down. And I was like, he just seems like a dick. This is the conversation going in my head.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you can't see anything but his eyeballs, practically. Not even, because he's got like, you just see this human body. Well, I miss my turn, and I end up skiing. I end up riding the chair with him, despite the fact that I was actively trying not to. When we were on the chair, I was a little chattier than usual, and so I turned to him and I was like, "Hey, do you have any tips on skiing ice? This is a terrain I'm not quite comfortable with yet." To which he gave me some great suggestions and then followed up with, "Do you want me to like follow you down the mountain and like give you some tips?" And I was like, 100%. Yes, I do. Oh my God, this is amazing. Because I haven't been able to go skiing with my other best friend yet. Even though the season's almost done. What the fuck? Why aren't you picking me up? Let's go. No, but this guy gave me like 15 minutes of like pointers.
Free ski lesson.
It was a free ski lesson. So fired, it's okay to ride the chair with somebody.
It is. You never know who you'll meet. Yep. All right. Well, do you have an issue?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell me about it?
I was trying to think if I knew it off the top of my head. Oh, I've got a couple. The first one is I hate that my makeup gets dirty.
What do you mean?
Like when you first get it, it's so fresh and shiny and clean.
Oh, yes.
And then there's not the smudge marks or like the dust that it acquires from like being in the bag with the other thing, like the other items. That kind of irks me.
Well, you could put it on a nice display on your countertop or like.
But you're going to travel with it and eventually it gets gross, right?
Yeah. And you know what has also been happening to my makeup? There's my foundation. For some reason, the little hole that the makeup comes out of keeps on getting clogged every other time. So I'm about to squirt it on the back of my hand and it goes like, and it like squirts like 3 feet away from me. It hits the wall. And now there's like a streak of makeup on the wall.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I'm like, woo.
Do you need a magic eraser? Because I have one.
No, I just now have to remember to unclog it every time.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'd buy a new one. That's annoying.
I think it's just the product.
Which brand is it?
It's the Maybelline Matte Fit Me. Different from what you have. But
Foundation.
Foundation. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's better than mine where you raw dog it with your finger. You just hold it upside down. So when you're trying to get the foundation out of the little like jar, you take the top off and just turn it upside down and hope for the best.
Maybe we should empty out one of your other bottles and then put it in a different bottle with a different form of application.
That's an excellent idea.
Yep.
That is an excellent idea.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my issue. I have a bigger issue surrounding death, but I don't feel like talking about it now.
Oh.
I am like anticipating the death of my beloved dogs.
Oh.
There's no real reason to indicate this is I just think because of the current season for us and for you in Austin, like the passing of Layla, I'm not very comfortable talking about Layla.
And I am talking about her all the time. Like this morning, I'm like, Layla, let's go for a walk. And then we pretend that she's there. We're like, Layla, put your harness on. And I'm like, okay, come on, let's go. So we still talk to her quite a bit. We like talk about her. It just helps me process through it. And it just like reminds me that she's always nearby and like her spirit is always with us. And that is really comforting to me. And then when I go to the park and I see a squirrel playing on her favorite rock running around, I'm like, oh my God, Layla, go get the squirrel. So we talk to her a lot. Yeah.
Okay. That's not my issue. My issue, so fired enough, is that I'm like, I don't know that I'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because I'll never want to bring them up or say it or talk about them, which kind of seems like the opposite of what one should be doing when you lose a loved one. And I'm like, oh God. So I am I don't know. I think you're the first time I've experienced death with a non-family member in the sense, like, how are they processing it?
Yeah.
And you process it in the healthiest way possible.
Well, when you told me that I just don't really understand grief at all, I did not understand grief until Layla passed. And You're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you being so weird about it? I'm like, I don't know. This it just
I
got
didn't
out
say
of
I was being
control.
so weird about it, but I was like, I never said it was weird. I would never do that. I said I'm uncomfortable by how, like, the way I celebrate death
Yeah.
is by never to acknowledge it. Don't say the person's name. They're dead. Get over it. Not like in a mean way, but it's like just soldier through. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And where you like brace yourself, but you still are you.
I
Just
I'm still me. I mean, I just like cried the other day about it because one of my other best friends, her dog just went over to the other side of the rainbow. And
is that what we say now?
yeah,
Does the world say that?
yeah.
That's a new
Uh-huh.
saying?
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, he's on the other side of the rainbow. He is 15 and he has been with her through thick and thin and moves and breakups and oh my gosh, he was just the best dog. And to lose him, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm having such a hard time." So I'm like, I 100% understand. And like, I don't know if this is helpful. Like, this is how I'm processing it, or like, just call me. And I'm like, I'm still sad about it. Don't feel like you have to shut it down and move on with life. So when the sad, sad day comes that all of our pets do have to pass over, just tell me how you want to grieve
I don't know.
because I don't want to like make it you uncomfortable or
Well,
like
don't talk about. You're gonna be like,
yeah.
so I saw Bush this morning. I'll be like, what the fuck? I was just telling Lindsay, I was like, I'm gonna be 90, like Rose from the Titanic, and I'm gonna be dying, and everyone I love is now sitting on the other pod of the rainbow with the gold between their legs, and I'm gonna be Rose, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be in my with my stringy gray old lady hair in a bathrobe, and I'm like, Butch, Butch, where are you, Butch? And they're gonna be like, Grandma, is that your first love? I'm like, no,
No, it's my dog.
it's my soulmate, Butch. Yeah, no, all right. So let's talk about something fun.
Okay. I actually don't have any issues. So that's fun.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's just get to our topics, huh?
Yeah,
'Cause we have a lot to talk about.
sure.
Okay. Thanks for bringing up your Hydro Jug as well, because that's our newest and greatest sponsor. So today's episode is brought to you by Hydro Jug. They are laser focused on creating high quality experiences to help individuals live healthier lifestyles through hydration. And we are such a big fan of this Pro Hydro Jug that Chelsea is modeling right now. Put the hand modeling to use. Let's see those skills. Look at that lid open up. Look at that sleeve on there. That pretty aubergine bottle. There's a pocket for all of your cell phone, your lipsticks, your money, your wallet, your phone. There's a strap. You can carry it like a purse. Oh yeah, let's see that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful spring sleeve. Okay, so
What is this, QVC?
yes, it's not just a water bottle. It's an all-in-one
Tote.
accessory.
Yeah.
It's a tote bag essentially, and it carries 73 ounces of water.
So I think you're good if you drink one of these.
Yep, you're good if you drink one a day. And you can also customize the bottle to swap out depending on the season or your personality for the day. And we have an exclusive offer for our So Fired friends. You can get your starter kit, which includes one ProJug bottle, one sleeve, and one straw for 10% off by using the code in our show notes. Discount is already applied. Enjoy.
Yay, I love it.
Yep. Okay. Do you want to talk about your stuff first, or should I go first?
Well, let me just do it all real fast, and
Okay.
then we could spend a lot of time on Love Actually. Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
Okay, really quick. Club Pillar, started by Leah McSweeney. Are you familiar with her? She's a housewife.
She's on Real Housewives of New York.
Okay, very good. She is starting a new dating app for sober folks.
Oh, that is so smart. Club Pillar. Why is it called that?
No.
One of the pillars of sobriety is relationships.
Yes, very good. You nailed that. Okay,
When is it launching?
Sometime in 2024. I want to follow her, and she hasn't done the marketing yet.
Oh,
I think she just got some great publicity from Page 6, but I went to their Instagram and they've got about 200 followers.
Oh, when she was on Real Housewives of New York, she was sober-ish going in, but then she fell off the wagon.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, she was drinking a lot.
Oh,
That's
sad.
a lot. And she was like, "No, I'm basically sober and I'll only have like a drink here or there," and then it just spiraled out of control.
Oh.
So, I think now that she's off the show, it's much easier to be sober because on those reality TV shows, they just pump you full of alcohol so that
I know.
you can make a fool of yourself and have some drama.
I wonder if it's only alcohol.
I'm sure like they supply the alcohol and all other party favors are up to you.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else is struggling with a drinking problem is Wendy Williams.
Oh, where in the world is Wendy Williams?
She's currently in a facility.
Yes, and her conservatorship is Wells Fargo. Yeah. They're in charge of her money.
Oh.
So like her family can't even get her money. She can't even get her money. Like she's broke. She has no access to her funds. And I'm not really sure what happened with her.
That she lost her own.
That she lost her will to live, basically.
Alcohol.
Was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
She struggles with alcohol. I was going to say she's a raging drunk. She struggles with alcoholism.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary on her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it out now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to watch it. And that's
Mhm.
kind of where I was going with this. Okay, we're almost done. How about Emma Stone?
How about her?
How about her? A couple of weeks ago now at the the Emmys.
I have literally no idea.
Okay, Emma Stone went up on stage and called Taylor Swift an asshole.
Oh, jokingly. Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about. It was like after the show and they're doing all the interviews and the reporters are asking like stupid questions and they were just like, what do you think about like Taylor Swift like cheering for you or like being nominated with you? She's like, what an asshole.
I didn't like it.
I liked it.
Well, you are in the other column that's not as popular. I'm trying to say the words. Because people thought it was like in bad taste, and she had to have known that there was going to be a chance that there was going to be a clip with just that sentence, certainly taken out of context, but it doesn't matter. When you should not be surprised that happened. And she regrets saying it.
Oh, now, like a month later, she's like, I regret it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't even heard like backlash about it.
Well, I read it.
Or like I haven't been like the Swifties are so obsessed with Travis Kelce.
You should be more leery of him.
That Emma Stone has like slid under the radar. And also Emma and Taylor are friends.
Right. Well, we know that, or you knew that, but
yeah.
I didn't. And I didn't care for her using that word.
Oh, I don't know. I think that people are so like sensitive and overprotective of Taylor Swift.
How about this? I don't care who she was talking about. I don't think that was the platform in which to make a joke.
Oh, I do, because that show's like so serious.
Yeah,
shows are like stupid.
But she's an asshole. For me, it was like, that was too much. And it wasn't funny. If she had said something that was funny, that just wasn't it. Because she doesn't really do funny.
She's funny.
Meh.
Emma Stone is funny.
Ha. All right. Well, I just didn't care for it.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
Well, I like
it. But Travis Kelce walking around looking at koalas in Australia, I was like, oh, God, this guy's such a douche.
They're on a date.
Why go to the zoo?
Because there's probably literally nothing else for them to do where they will not get hounded by people and they can have like be out in public. It's really hard for those two to go out.
They shut the zoo down for them?
I think so. Or else they probably had just like a bunch of security and like blocking things off at certain times. It's like, it's got to be really hard to not be able to walk outside your door and just go do something without being hounded by people asking for photos and having to worry about someone attacking you or someone following you.
That's kind of our everyday life.
I mean, I can't leave the house looking like shit because I never know when paparazzi's going to show up.
100%. You know,
I'm ready. I'm always ready at all times for a photo.
I told you I left my house once and this guy was like, outfits of the day, right? And I was like, oh God. And I was like getting ready to go hiking. So of course I didn't look my best or that version of my best.
No.
It was embarrassing.
No, but we're ready.
We are ready. Okay, I'm almost done with.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I like.
You like what I'm doing?
Yeah, I like what we're doing. This is how we talk all the time. You're like, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this?
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, this travel agent, speaking of dogs, this travel agent said his strangest client request is that this client, every time they check into a hotel room, they request that there's a medium-sized dog in their room. They are looking for companionship. They don't want to own a dog. They don't own a dog, but they are seeking companionship with a medium-sized dog every place they travel to.
Oh my God, that's so
Yeah.
cute.
You like that?
I want to request that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They list the name of the agent, so you could go through that.
Also, speaking of photographers and Taylor Swift,
Yes.
I sent you that TikTok clip where
Yeah.
there's a male photographer from Colorado Springs, and he bought 2 tickets to go see Taylor Swift in London on May 9th, and he's looking to bring someone as a date. And he's like, maybe we can make this our love story. And I forwarded it to you because I was like, you should try to go to London and go on this date because you never know. And you know, we're not like Taylor Swift fans, but like at least you get a trip out of it.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, so apply.
I will apply.
Get on it.
I feel like this is the first year after the Super Bowl where I've noticed all the players look so young.
They're so young.
Which I'm not saying it like that, but as like a collective, I felt like I was watching like post high school football, post college. Like they're all so young and their girlfriends are young.
Oh my God, the girlfriends are so pretty and cute. And I forget how young football players are. Like football players in their prime are 26 years old.
These kids, I just felt like as a collective group, they just appeared to be so much younger than I've ever noticed in the past. And the girlfriends and all the things. Okay, well, that's it on that. How about Kim K's pickup Tesla?
Yeah, of course she would buy one. She's a car collector, actually.
Oh.
She has like some Rolls Royces, like some Lambos. She's got the Tesla. She's got like Range Rovers. She's a car girl.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
I didn't know. That's more interesting than her having the Tesla pickup truck.
Yeah, so like I'm not surprised, and she honestly will probably only drive that Tesla like every once in a while, and then she'll be back to her Range Rover. She loves a good Range Rover. Reliable.
Yeah.
Stylish. Classic.
Really comfy seats.
They're like great for artists.
I knew you were going with that.
And speaking of Kim K, people are in an uproar because the Kardashians have this thing called Kardashian Closet with a K, and they sell their used wares and goods on this website. And apparently some of it goes to charity when they sell it. I'm not sure how much.
0.
Yeah, but she is selling a used Hermes Kelly Birkin bag for $70,000. Okay, but the purse retails for $120,000. And the issue is that this purse, all the metal is scuffed up on it. There's like wear and tear on the handles, like a little bit darker leather. There's like scuffs on the corner of the purse. It's in good condition. And people are just like, how dare she not restore the purse before she sells it? I can't believe she would sell a used Birkin that's not in pristine condition. Like, wouldn't you just be happy to get a Birkin on a discount? Like, I don't know why people care so much about the condition, and she didn't take the time to restore it for you. You restore it when you buy it.
What's that secondhand clothing website? Poshmark?
The Real Real?
The Real Real?
Yeah.
Have you never bought anything off of The Real Real? Like, what are you talking? Is this a man who's writing this?
Right?
Because if you've ever bought anything from one of those.
There's The Real Real and like Vestiaire.
What do you call them? Like
used, consigned, I don't know. Used high
quality products.
Yeah, used luxury goods.
Yes.
Like I've bought a vintage YSL purse off of Vestiaire. It was good, but like, yeah, there's like a couple scuff marks on it, and then the lining started to rip off. I'm not like, how dare they sell me a purse that's not in pristine condition?
Don't you know that you're buying a used purse, person? What are you getting all hot and bothered over?
I know.
And I would love a used purse because
then you can beat the shit out of it and you don't feel so bad about it.
Right. That's kind of the only reason I don't like getting new things. I don't want to manifest that by saying that, but sometimes I feel like the pressure of having a new item is overwhelming. Like if you got a car, you're so mindful in the beginning of like, ooh, don't get the leather dirty. Yes, in my fantasy, I have a leather seat, so get over yourself. Like, don't get
the leather seats.
Don't get the leather dirty with the makeup, and then like, oh, and like you a little like a little ding, and you're just like that stuff will kind of eat you alive in the beginning of a new item, like of a very valuable purchase, like a purse. Like, oh no, don't put it on the ground. Now, I fucking chuck that thing.
Oh man, just like I had a smoothie explode all over my car the other day, and I like half-ass pick it up. I'm like,
okay, that was so funny.
I'm like, I'll get it detailed later. It's fine. If that car was brand new, I would have been scrubbing.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
100%.
No.
And it didn't smell anything.
No. Nope.
So it's not that bad.
Oopsies. Let's talk about Love is Blind really
All
quick.
right, let's do that.
Okay, because if you are not watching this season of Love is Blind, season 6, based in Charlotte.
I will. I haven't.
Ugh,
I am that person. I'll do it. I promise.
the last season was a bunch of losers. This season, we are getting content. So the main storyline that I'm interested in is a girl named Chelsea and a guy named Jimmy. And of course, you know, Love is Blind, so they don't know what they look like.
You do know that we've talked about this in the past. I thought it was a show for blind people.
Yes.
It's not.
It's not. It's for fully functioning, sightful people that talk to each other through a wall. And then you decide to propose to them, and then you finally get to meet in person.
So you're learning to like them for their personality.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So Chelsea,
Not me.
not her, not this Chelsea, but Chelsea on the show, Jimmy asked her, does anyone ever say that you look like someone or like a celebrity doppelganger? She said, yes, only because I have blue eyes and brown hair. This is the only reason why people say I look like Megan Fox. And Jimmy's on the other side of the wall being like, fuck yeah, she looks like Megan Fox. Like, yeah, she's hot.
He didn't hear it.
He didn't hear that people have said it, but
Only.
Mm-hmm. I think she even said, I don't see it, but he didn't hear that part.
So he's the one that lit this on fire.
Yes.
Okay.
So they meet each other. She does not look like Megan Fox. She's still a cute girl and like a pretty girl, but definitely not looking like Megan Fox. So then he goes back to the confessionals where they interview them to see what their first thoughts are. He said, she does not look like Megan Fox. Like, huh. But he still is all in. And so then they go on their honeymoon. And I feel so bad for her because she's so insecure. The first day they're there, she's asking him, do you really like me? Do you still like me? What do you like most about me? Do you still like what I look like? What about this? Like, oh, you still like me? You love me, right? She's just so insecure, and it's like crushing my soul because now she feels insecure about how she looks. And now she's like, well, does he still like me even after what I look like and I don't look like Megan Fox? And this goes on. And then he made a comment about some other girl looking really good. And that did not go well, obviously. So
are they married now?
They're engaged. So
Okay.
They're on their honeymoon-ish, I guess. And then they go into the real world and live with each other. But Jimmy is just a dumb man. He is just saying the dumbest shit. And
like what?
He compliments this girl's ass like right in front of Chelsea.
Oh, man.
You're just dumb.
I think he knows he can get away with anything.
Mm-hmm. So that's where I'm at right now. And they are going to bring back the other people that they didn't pick. And I hope that she ends up with someone else because her and Jimmy are just not, they're just not it. I don't see it.
All right. Well, I will watch it because it sounds pretty fun.
It sounds pretty fun. And then also, if you're following on TikTok over the past couple days, there was this lady named Risa Tisa. And she did this 50 part series about who the fuck did I marry? And it's all about being married to a narcissistic, pathological liar. And I think
Did you watch it?
No, it's 8 hours. I don't have time to watch 8 hours.
You're like, I'll just come over here and look at your ex-husband.
Yeah. You guys can go toe to toe on stories. But I read the synopsis of it, and they met right before COVID. He was telling her that he's a VP of some company and he's loaded, has a lot of money. He moved in with her, was taking care of all the bills. And then time after time after time, tried to buy a house, didn't go through. Was going to buy her a car, didn't get delivered. Was going to take her on vacation. It got canceled. This went over 2 or 3 years. And she was just saying, PSA to all the girls that are out there, you can logically reason that anything is true because they're so convincing of it. And they just love watching you get disappointed. So
do they really?
Mm-hmm. The liars just get off on watching you be disappointed.
Oh,
that's the thrill.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that I can confirm that 100% then.
Mm-hmm. So she also was saying that she doesn't consider herself to be a stupid person.
Right.
She's very well educated, and this can happen to anyone. So it's really a PSA about, yes, you can see all of these red flags. She said she had the United Nations of flags waving at her.
I love that.
Yeah. And you can just be so far into it and not want to feel dumb that you just choose to ignore the flags. And she finally did her research and found out he's a convicted felon. He didn't have a job. He was broke as fuck. He was too poor to get divorced. So there's something called a pauper affidavit that just says you're too poor to pay the divorce fees and you are now divorced from his ex-wife.
In what state?
Georgia.
Does that apply here in Colorado?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I
don't
would have
think
heard
so.
about it now.
Mm-hmm.
The coffers? Pauper.
Pauper. So I just found the whole thing to be very fascinating. Everyone was swept up in it. I did listen to about 10 parts of it. It's a good story.
You listened to 10 parts of it?
Uh-huh. And then I couldn't finish the rest. So I read about the rest of it.
Where did you listen to it?
TikTok. I turned on my volume.
Is it a 50? It's on TikTok? It's not.
It's on TikTok.
That's a lot of time.
It's a playlist of 50 10-minute videos, I believe. Mm-hmm.
I could do an hour.
So, get on there, share your story, because people need to hear these things.
I don't even remember them anymore.
Get amnesia.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Okay. What else did you want to talk about?
One other quick thing.
Yeah.
Since we've been talking about love stories and all the things. J-Lo, have you watched her new movie?
No.
Or documentary movie, whatever it
No.
is? Oh, God. I started it, and it's so bad.
Really? Why is that?
I can't even.
What's bad about it?
It's just cheesy. And
she's cheesy.
J-Lo, I just feel like she is past her prime.
Oh no.
And she's trying to make fetch happen, as they would say in Mean Girls. She's just like really trying to force her music career.
Which was never great to begin with.
No. Leave it in the 2000s where she had that hit with Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's all I need. I can play that part of her music on repeat. The rest of it, we can live without it. Do acting.
Yeah, you're great at acting.
You're a great actress.
You're a great actress.
And
Give us another rom-com. I would watch a lot more rom-coms with you. I would encourage, if they were asking me my thoughts on J-Lo on the silver screen, I think if she was just a little softer and a little more vulnerable, because she gives off this persona of being like, I've got it all together. And I would love to see her just soften herself a little bit, but definitely a lot more rom-coms.
More rom-coms. And I also don't like that she basically exposed Ben Affleck in these love letters that he sent her. And she was using his vulnerability to like make her look more vulnerable. And
see?
Yeah.
I'm 100% right.
Yeah.
But she's too much of a freak to let it like just lax.
Yeah, I just don't really like that she did this documentary movie about her music and everything. It just seems very pointless. And I think she should just get back on the silver screen.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I lost everything I had for her in my heart. And I was a big, like Swifties are, I was that for Jennifer Lopez.
Oh.
Like in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
I kind of grew up with her and all the things. But you broke my heart when you claimed for years that you didn't drink, and then you drank, and then you sold. You have a alcohol line.
Yeah.
You broke my heart.
Yeah. She was my style icon.
Yeah.
Timberland heels.
Yes.
Jean jumpsuit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Love it.
I have the
Big
jumpsuit.
hoops.
Yes. Or the like cargo pant with the Timberland high heel boots.
Yes.
Also iconic.
I loved it.
Yep. I loved it. I was there for it. And I did versions of it.
Same.
She was like, I feel like she was the first, like, this is going to be a tough one. She felt like widely accepted with no like snide white Aryan nations, like gossip behind her back. Like everybody just liked her.
Yeah.
And didn't dismiss her as being like Latinx. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the media just wants to put people in a box, and we just got to straight love her.
Yep. So I hope that she like retires soon. And
what's the thing? And okay, this is a legit question.
Yeah.
There's this trend, like this wave in which elder actresses all get their face fucked up. They all fuck up their faces. What is this trend? Okay, so there's that Truman Capote and Swans on FX. Okay, so Callista Flockhart, and there's so many other actresses Demi Moore. What's her name? Okay, so they all have had plastic surgery, but it looks bad. I almost feel like that's the look they're going for. Do they go into the plastic surgeon and they're like, I want to look as bad as possible so I get more meat? Like Meg Ryan, remember she came out?
Oh yeah. I think they go in and they say, I want to look like how I looked 10 years ago. And the plastic surgeon just wants to please them. So they do everything that the celebrity demands. I want everything done. And as a plastic surgeon, you should know that ain't going to look good. And you should make it more gradual and a little bit here, a little bit there, not all at one time. And don't overfill your face. The filler.
We talk about this almost every week.
Oh, I know. But the filler is going out. Like, get rid of the filler. Okay. Just.
How do you get rid of it?
It stays in your system for years. So you have to dissolve it. And then it should go away at some point. But it does stay in your system for years. Oh. So you're better off doing like a very mini facelift every 5 or 10 years. Just something like this. You have to do minor things. Some Botox is good. Something to like enhance the collagen production on your face and body. But yeah, they just go in and they tell the doctor, I want this, this, and this. And the doctor is like, well, you're paying me a shit ton of money. So sure. Why not?
Okay.
That's what I think is happening.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a version of that story happening, but it's like, well, it's sus because they all look the same. So I'm like, are you intentionally going in and asking for like the sad droopy ones because their like cheeks are too heavy?
Well,
and then they get like everybody looks the same, but they all look real bad.
Well, I think there's not going to the right doctors. The Kardashians is a good example.
They're going.
Kim specifically is a good example because she has had so many minor tweaks over the years. It's not like, holy shit, what did you do to your face? It's just like, oh, like you've changed, but it's not super crazy. So she's going, and same with like Kris, her mom, Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
She could get a facelift, but she's doing like small little things all the time. Mm-hmm. So it's not crazy. So whoever the Kardashians are seeing, Kris specifically, everyone should go see that guy because he's doing it right.
I bet he's got his own private.
Of course. Mm-hmm. So yeah, don't fuck up your face.
I'm trying not to.
I can't wait to get Botox again.
Oh, I know. Laura.
Uh-huh.
You're a girl.
Laura. Oh, and by the way, shout out to all my new Lifetime friends that I told the podcast about.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah. Okay. So make sure you share this episode with your besties. Like, subscribe, follow. Is that all the things? Yeah. At So Fired Pod on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify. Do them both because I know you have both the apps. So do that for us, please. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.